I'm Amelia, 28, navigating the relentless whirlwind of Chicago, while pouring every ounce of energy into a top-tier advertising firm that never sleeps. For the past 3 years I've been clawing my way up the corporate ladder, day in and day out. And let me tell you, it's exhausting. Ambition isn't for the faint-hearted. It demands persistence, resilience, and just a touch of stubbornness. Lucky for me, I've got all 3 in spades. Amelia, those reports ready? Michael's voice cut through my headphones like a sharp blade. That's my boss. Always hovering, always pressuring, like he has some personal vendetta against me. Almost done, Michael, I called back, keeping my voice calm despite the tension curling in my chest. Be at my desk in 10, he barked. I sighed. Sometimes I swear he gets some twisted satisfaction out of making my life harder. But I've never been one to back down. I've got goals, a vision, and nothing, absolutely nothing, is going to derail me. Then there's my twin sister Olivia, my anchor, my confidant, my partner in crime. We've been inseparable since childhood, facing every twist and mess life threw our way. Even after our parents' messy divorce, when most siblings drift apart, we grew even closer. Now she's getting married and I couldn't be prouder. Amelia, what do you think about these centerpieces? She buzzed through my phone as I scrolled through the design drafts. The purple ones are stunning. Your wedding is going to be unforgettable, I told her, smiling even as deadlines at work gnawed at the edges of my mind. Olivia and I have been each other's pillars through heartbreak, triumph, and everything in between. Amelia, you got a minute? James, my cubicle neighbor, peeked over the partition with his usual mischievous grin. Sure, what's up? I asked, forcing a light tone. Michael's on one of his warpath moods again, he warned. I muttered under my breath, rolling my eyes. Thanks for the heads up. What's he mad about this time? Who knows? Maybe the coffee machine offended him, James shrugged. We laughed, but the tension lingered. Michael had a way of making me feel like a threat, as if he had no idea how much I was already juggling. Later, I grabbed a quick lunch with Sarah from HR. One of the rare people at the office I could trust completely. How's everything holding up, Amelia? She asked, genuine concern in her eyes. Hanging in there. Michael's being Michael, I admitted, poking at my salad. You know you can always come to me if things spiral, she said softly. I nodded, truly grateful. By the time I was heading home, my phone buzzed with a message from Daniel, my boyfriend, my personal cheerleader, my anchor in the chaos. Hey babe, how's your day? I smiled, typing back. Oh, you know, the usual corporate circus. How about you, Mr. Software Genius? Finally squashed that bug that's been haunting us for weeks, he replied. Small victories, but they mattered. I grinned. That's Daniel. Always there, fixing the unfixable, steady and endlessly patient. We chatted about dinner, Olivia's wedding, and life's little wins. But even as I hung up, a creeping unease settled in my chest. Something was brewing at work, and I had a feeling it wasn't going to be simple. That storm, I knew, was about to challenge everything I thought I had under control. Monday morning hit like a whirlwind. I walked into the office, still floating on the excitement of the weekend's wedding preparations, completely unaware of the storm waiting for me. Parker, my office. Now. Michael's voice thundered across the floor. My stomach tightened and I smoothed my blazer, trying to hide the panic rising inside me. I walked toward his office, trying to keep my composure. What's going on, Michael? I asked cautiously. He didn't even look up. Sit, he commanded. I perched on the edge of the chair, anxiety twisting in my chest. What kind of situation? Titanium Inc. wants a presentation in 2 weeks, he said, cold and unreadable. My heart dropped. 2 weeks. I whispered. That's my sister's wedding. I'm the maid of honor. I can't miss it. Michael leaned back, a faint smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. You have a choice, Parker. Either the pitch or the wedding. If you're not here for the presentation, don't bother coming back Monday. It felt like someone had knocked the wind out of me. You can't be serious. This isn't fair. Life isn't fair, he said, final and unwavering. I stormed out, my mind racing, my pulse hammering. In the hallway, I ran into James. You look like you've seen a ghost, he said. I pulled him into the break room and spilled everything. The ultimatum, the impossible demand, the crushing pressure. James's face darkened. That's unbelievable. You have to go to HR. Keep records of every email, every conversation. And talk to Sarah. Now, he said, urgency thick in his voice. Thanks, James. I don't know what I'd do without you. I murmured, a flicker of hope sparking inside me. Later, I found Sarah in the cafeteria. Got a minute? My voice shook slightly. Of course, Amelia. What's going on? She asked, concern softening her expression. I took a deep breath and laid it all out. Michael's ultimatum, the impossible choice, the relentless pressure. Her expression turned serious. Amelia, this is a clear breach of company policy. We have to act immediately. But what can we do? It's my word against his. I whispered, feeling helpless. Sarah leaned closer. Document everything. There may be more beneath the surface. I've been hearing rumors about Michael. What kind of rumors? I asked, curiosity and unease sparking. She hesitated. I can't say yet. Just stay alert and be careful. That night I stayed late digging through old project files. Rage boiled inside me as I uncovered the extent of Michael's manipulation. Claiming credit for my work, altering performance reports, making me look incompetent. As I prepared to leave, voices drifted from the copy room. I froze. It was Jessica, the new intern, crying. I can't do this anymore. The way he looks at me, the things he says. Her words stopped me cold. The next day I pulled Jessica aside. Are you okay? I heard you yesterday. She trembled. Please don't tell anyone. I can't afford to lose this internship. He said he'd destroy my career before it even started. Something inside me hardened. This wasn't just about me anymore. This was about all of us. I decided then. Consequences be damned, I would fight, and I would protect my sister's wedding. I spent the next week preparing the most comprehensive pitch of my life. Every detail, every contingency, every possible question anticipated. Then I did something terrifying. I went over Michael's head. Mr. Johnson, do you have a moment? I asked, catching the CEO just before a meeting. Of course, Amelia. What can I do for you? I inhaled deeply. Sir, I need to discuss the titanium ink presentation and some serious concerns about the workplace environment. I laid everything out. By the time I walked out of his office, I knew one thing for certain. The situation was about to shift one way or another. I had set everything in motion and now all I could do was wait. Saturday finally arrived. Standing in front of the mirror, I adjusted my maid of honor dress, my stomach twisting into knots. Today was Olivia's wedding, and despite my excitement, I couldn't shake the nagging worry about work. You look amazing, Olivia said, appearing behind me with her radiant smile. I forced one back. You're the one who looks stunning, sis. Ready for your big moment. The ceremony unfolded like a dream. Watching Olivia exchange vows brought a calming wave over me. I knew I had made the right choice by being here. But then my phone buzzed. I slipped away to answer it. Amelia, thank goodness you're here. James's voice sounded frantic. Michael didn't show. We're in a total bind. My heart raced. What do you mean he didn't show? Clients are here and we're completely blind, he said, panic in his tone. I took a deep breath, recalling the hints he had left earlier. I reminded him. Everything you need is in the files. You know this pitch inside and out. I trust you. After calming him down, I returned to the party, trying to push the work aside. That's when I noticed a familiar face in the crowd. Parker? Is that you? I started to turn but then realized it was John, my old college friend. John, what are you doing here? I asked. I'm part of the groom's party, he said with a grin. And you? Still at Dynamics. We chatted easily, as though no time had passed. But then John leaned closer, lowering his voice. You're still working under Michael Reeves, right? Word is, he's been trying to poach clients from our firm to jump ship. My mind raced. Before I could digest this, another notification appeared. Jessica Milia. I quickly stepped into a quiet corner to call her. Jessica? What's going on? I asked urgently. Her voice trembled. Amelia, I can't stay quiet anymore. I've been keeping records, harassment, questionable finances. I think Michael's been embezzling. My head spun. Jessica, this is huge. We need to handle this carefully together. Hanging up, I felt a surge of dread mixed with determination. Michael's carefully built house of cards was about to collapse. I returned to the wedding, plastering a smile on my face. Olivia and I danced, and she squeezed my hand, her eyes full of concern. "Everything okay, sis?" I nodded, warmth filling my chest. "Just some work stuff. Don't worry, I've got it under control." As the night wound down, one last message from James popped up. "The client loved the pitch, Amelia. You saved us." Relief washed over me. Tomorrow would bring its own battles, but for now, I celebrated Olivia's happiness and my own small victory. Monday morning came with a mixture of anxiety and resolve. I walked into the office, head held high but stomach still in knots, bracing for the confrontation with Michael. Instead, Mr. Johnson, the CEO, called me into the conference room. "Good morning, Amelia. Please have a seat," he said, gesturing toward the chair. "Of course, sir. Is everything all right?" He gave a serious nod. "I want to discuss your work on the titanium ink pitch team. You did an excellent job, largely thanks to your preparation and initiative." I felt a flicker of relief. "Thank you, sir," I said cautiously. "But where is Michael?" Mr. Johnson's expression darkened. "That's exactly what I need to talk to you about. Some troubling information has surfaced. I understand you have details to add." This was my moment. I took a steadying breath and laid everything out: the stolen credit, John's warning about Michael's intentions, and Jessica's evidence of his misconduct. Mr. Johnson listened carefully, his expression growing sterner by the minute. "Amelia," he said finally, "we take these allegations very seriously. An internal investigation is underway. For now, Michael has been suspended. As for you, I'd like you to temporarily oversee his responsibilities." My head spun, but he raised a hand. "You've proven yourself, Amelia. Your leadership and integrity have earned the team's respect. You're ready." Michael and his toxic influence were gone, leaving space for a more ethical, capable version of the company, and myself. Later, as I thought about Olivia's joyous day, I realized this was a true victory. Not just for me, but for everyone who deserved honesty and fairness. Now I wonder, if you were in my shoes, would you have risked your career to be at your twins' wedding? Or would you have stayed to handle work? What would you have done differently?